Microcasting for your city. Talkopolis.
Bandwidth for today's show is brought to you by SoftLayer.com. We love SoftLayer here at Talkopolis. They are the greatest hosting company ever. They make everything easy. Check out their website at SoftLayer.com. Thanks again for sponsoring the show. Also by Nashville Violins, the string player's #1 choice for their string instrument needs. Nashville Violins offers everything from lessons to repairs. Make sure you check them out at NashvilleViolin.com.
Howdy.
Hello.
How is everyone?
Hopefully doing well on this fabulous Wednesday.
It is Music Business Daily.
We're going to give you the hottest music headlines, and we're going to give them to you right now. So, first of all, the United Kingdom. Have you ever been to the United Kingdom?
I've not.
Well, we should go because now they're going to have more affordable ticket prices. According to AEG, which is one of the biggest concert sellers there, they are going to start lowering the prices of tickets. But the catch-22 is that the tickets for like the really close seats are going to be more expensive.
Well, they're going to run it more like the airlines, which they said, I don't understand this whole concept because right now, the more you pay, the better your seats are. And they act like this is some big new concept.
Guys, look
Turns out if you pay more, your view of the band is better.
It's weird how people use money in that way.
It's weird how she uses her eyeliner.
I know. I don't know who this is. She's
Leanne LaHavas.
Leanne LaHavas. But yeah, so apparently the closer you want to be, the greater you're going to pay, which you do anyway. But they're going to basically, if you're sitting in the nosebleeds now or in the top sections, those are going to be cheaper. So
cheaper than they were.
Cheaper than they were.
That's good. But what they're saying is, you know, like on the airlines, like you can run a special. If you see so many seats, you could maybe open those up. This chick, though, from the UK says she doesn't necessarily think it's a better experience if you're closer. I don't know how many concerts she goes to that are not her own, but it turns out it's way better when you're close to the band.
It's much better. We can confirm
I love bringing those hankies and wiping that nosebleed from the top sections. I think that's Lady Gaga, but I'm not sure.
I can't tell. It might be just one of her dancers.
It might.
Can't really see where she is at any time. Well, Brett McKenzie, who is just adorable, of the comedy duo and show Flight of the Conchords, is writing new songs for the Muppets sequel.
Turns out the Muppets made a lot of money, like $158 million with Jason Segel and Amy Adams. So much so that the Muppets are back in action for
I'm excited
part 2.
For part 2 of the Muppets. But I watched the Muppet movies a lot as a kid, the old ones. So I hope that this just continues now that Disney owns them. They've done really well.
Is that something you're just totally fine with, out on the
totally
table
fine.
with, that you
Muppets
watched a lot of Muppets?
Manhattan, Muppets in Space, Muppet Treasure Island. Those are all classics.
Okay. Yeah, it's scary. And what about this guy? What is he like? He's like Penn and Teller. He can just make stuff float?
He can. That's him with his Oscar that he won. I think it's so cool that he won an Oscar, and he won an Oscar for a Muppets song.
And Flight of the Conchords, for people who don't know, is a comedy music duo, right?
From New Zealand.
And they're super funny.
They're hilarious, and they had 2 seasons.
That's a big score for them.
That's a really big score for them. Yay, New Zealand. You're getting stuff. You got Lord of the Rings. You got Brett McKenzie. So someday you'll have even more things. Dream big. No doubt will not dream big because they apparently offended the Native American community. They made a new video for their song Looking Hot, and it was Cowboys and Indians themed, and nobody was here for it.
There are no real good specifics in this story.
Because we can't watch it.
But what it's funny is that the band did consult its Native American friends.
That's what I love. It's just it's like having black friends. Like, guys don't have Native American friends. But they consulted them.
And I asked them, and they said it's totally cool.
Yeah, they said
and then I put it up, and we spend the money on the video, and now everybody's offended.
I know. Well, apparently they were singing in a teepee, and there was a fire-burning dance scene,
and they were
dressed in Native American clothing.
It's not like Indian Outlaw by Tim McGraw or something. It sounds fun. But now no one's ever going to get to see this video ever?
I don't know. Gwen, send us your video. We want to watch it.
Stop being so controversial.
Stop being so clearly.
Yeah.
I always think like the controversial things aren't going to be, I don't know, Cowboys and Indians themed. Cause
I know. I find a really safe group of people to make fun of are the Dutch.
Yes.
Yeah. It like tends to not offend anybody.
Because there's only like 10 of them around.
That's right.
They're just not being
so the next time,
Maybe the Swedes too. We don't pick like little countries over there.
Yeah, little countries.
Little countries.
That don't have a lot of firearms.
They don't. They do not.
Or bows and arrows.
Val Kilmer.
This is a weird story, Kelsey.
This is a weird story. Goes wild on stage in Austin, Texas for Terrence Malick's new movie that he's making about rock music. So Terrence Malick, he's a filmmaker and he just does things his own way. He's been filming this movie forever. because that's what he does. And he's been filming it in Austin. And, you know, there's all been all these different people on it, like Ryan Gosling has been filming for it, Rooney Mara. And so now Val Kilmer is just, I guess, a part of it. So this weekend when he was at Fun Fest, he went on stage with the black lips, and apparently it's supposed to be an aging rock star. And for the movie, he traded a kiss with the band's guitarist, chainsawed an amp in half, and hacked off his hair with a knife.
That's hard to do, all that stuff. And if you see the hair, that's the before and after.
Yeah.
Look at the after. That is definitely a homemade haircut done live on stage.
Yes, yes it is.
You got to give it to him, though. He's not. I just met him at a party here in Nashville. He was shooting. Yeah, he was shooting with Harmony Korine.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he plays like an aging yoga instructor or something. You know, that's going to be an arty film.
There you go.
But you got to give it to Val. He's come a long way since The Saint. He'll apparently just do anything.
He'll cut off his hair with a knife. But I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, you get to be, if you were at Fun Fest, you get to be in a movie, whether you wanted to be or not. So, I don't know. So that's, we don't know when, they'll probably come out 10 years from now, because it's Terrence Malick.
He's going to film for 10 more years straight.
We will be here, you know, 10 years from now, reporting on this story.
I can't wait to see that movie, though. I'm intrigued.
It has no name, but we're going to call it great. Taylor Swift, where do I start? But Taylor Swift allegedly may have stolen some lyrics in one of her new songs.
This is new. No one's ever said this about her as far as we know.
I know. She's just been so sweet and America's sweetheart, but I don't know. Matt Nathanson, he's a singer-songwriter, and she said that she's a fan of him. He tweeted, she's definitely a fan, and now she's a thief, because apparently she took some lyrics a little bit.
Well, read the 2 lyrics, and you folks decide at home whether you think this could have been a coinkydink, or if Taylor may have just needed a few quick moments of inspiration from someone else's song.
So in 2003, that's when his song came out. It says, it's called I Saw, and he says, and I'll forget about you long enough to forget why I need to. So that's Matt's version. Then in 2012, with her new song, All Too Well, she said, and I forget about you long enough to forget why I needed to.
Super kind of close, it turns out. But is there a statute of limitations from 2003?
I don't know.
It's like fair game after that?
Maybe.
That definitely, I could see if I wrote that song, why I would have thought that was
yeah. Well, you know, they were saying that, you know, that no one would think it was suspicious, but she's a fan of his. And, you know, she does this thing where she writes lyrics on her arms because she does that before a show. Whatever, do your thing, T-Swift. But she had written some of his lyrics on her arm, like, during her concerts before. Like, she'll just, like, be like, la, la, la. She just gives herself homemade little Sharpie tattoos.
Oh, really?
So we know she's a fan, Taylor. There's been no comment from her on this, but...
Well, he might have to become a co-writer. That's what they do, you know, like the Stones and a Katie Lang track. I don't know if you remember this years ago. There's only 9 notes, you know. There is, and when it comes to music, things can sound like other things.
Oh, yeah.
But I listened to the 2 songs back to back, and they were really similar. And so the Rolling Stones just made Katie Lang a co-writer, and that would be an easy thing.
That would be an
especially
easy thing.
Since she's a fan.
Yeah.
She could just add him onto it.
Taylor, that's our advice.
That's my advice, yeah.
Yes, that's straight from Greta.
But it's our advice now.
It's our advice.
She agrees.
Business Daily. Come on, come on.
MBD.
MBD. Early Radiohead demo tapes are now on eBay.
The real cassette tapes.
The real cassette tapes, and they have a buy it now price of $50,000.
$49,999 to be exact.
We can actually look at it on eBay. It's a buy it now.
It's still for sale. That's weird.
It's
I would have thought it'd be gone by now. With the free shipping and all.
It has free shipping. So if you're going to pay $50K, you're going to get the free shipping. Hopefully priority, guys. Hopefully
and Kelsey's saying she hopes there's actually cassette tapes inside of those.
We don't know. They could
just
be cases. We can't see show us the tapes. But I love that all the guy who's listing them says, all of his comments is simply just, and I quote, greatest band in the world. You don't need to know anything about the tapes. There's no track listing. There's no, here's
verification that there's an actual cassette in there.
It's just greatest band in the world.
It should come with its own Audi with a cassette player to play these in.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. Or like a Walkman because,
or Walkman.
Something.
I was thinking for $50,000 though, they should throw in the Audi. A used one.
Well,
it would have to be used to have a cassette player in it.
This is true. This is true. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, if you're a really big fan, you can buy it now. You can also make offers, but so far 11 of them have been turned down. So people have been offering less than his buy it now price. So don't try and pull a fast one, on 619 Andy P, because he wants to sell these babies and he wants to sell them
But
for
is it verified that Radiohead themselves have put these cassettes up there, or are these cassettes that maybe were left at some ex-roommate's house?
He just said first 4 demo cassette tapes. Apparently it's before they had the name Radiohead, too. They used to have the name On a Friday.
Oh, my goodness. On a Friday.
On a Friday. Imaginative. Last story of the day. Miley Cyrus was offered big money to do a girl on gore,
even more
scary pornography action.
Undisclosed amount, but we're thinking like it must be a lot of money. But that's very flattering. So sex.com watches the new Miley Cyrus video.
Yeah, her new music video, Decisions.
Thinks that this could be a big decision whether or not to do the girl on girl sex tape or not.
We don't know, but they said, oh my gosh, she was so attractive in it, so we're just going to offer her, a lot of money. And
that's a picture of a girl who may or may not be in the girl on girl love scene.
We don't know. That's what they say. That's who they've pitched it to her. They sent her a really nice letter, apparently.
That's so old school. Sex.com can write letters.
They write letters. They write sweet letters to people. Sweet letters.
Dear Miley.
Dear Miley.
I know how we could really get you to smile.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, she's engaged now, too, to Liam Hemsworth, I think is his name. And they said their description was in the music video, she kisses him, and they were like, it was just so attractive. We would like it to be.
What could be better? Her without the clothes kissing a chick.
Yeah, so that was pretty much their pitch. But
I think Chris, her fiance, might be into it.
I don't know.
Or whatever Hemsworth. There's a bunch of Hemsworths, it turns out, from Australia.
Yeah, they keep popping up everywhere.
It's a good franchise.
It is.
Fixing to go home and make me some Hemsworths.
Some Hemsworths?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Let's go get some Hemsworths.
Well, I don't think she's probably going to do that. What do you think?
I don't know. She hasn't given any comment, but I don't think that she would.
No. She has so much Hannah Montana money.
I know. And she always just tweets all this inspirational stuff and pictures of her dogs. I just can't see her going down that road.
No, she's like, I'm for real. I'm going to just get naked for free.
Yeah, she probably will.
Maybe she'd kiss a chick for charity.
Probably. Mm-hmm. We'll keep you posted.
What do you guys think about that?
On Miley Cyrus's haps. All the haps she has. And the apps. Download the Talkopolis app, speaking of apps.
Yes, get it. Talkopolis. It's an app. It's free.
It's free, and we like it.
Yeah, it's a good, convenient way to check us out all the time.
All the time, wherever you are. Thanks for watching. We'll
see you next time.
Bye.
Microcasting for your city. Talkopolis.